I think the key is that artists need to develop a tremendously strong relationship with their fans. I'd rather have 100 really strong fans that I have email addresses for that open my emails to talk to me than 10,000 friends on a social network. Because if you can understand your fans, you can do things. For example, all of a sudden you can get sponsorship. You can start to license music. You can start to use your fans, and not in an exploitive way, but leverage your fans in a way to make your brand of Jennifer Logue, or whatever band you are, far more influential, which is what people want. If you're a licensor, if you're a licensee of music, say somebody like Coke, well, what you want to know is that this artist will resonate with this group of people in this geography. So it's not just about what songs you're creating for. It's about your relationship with your fans, about your brand, your ability to convey a message. We had an artist recently who raised, I think the number was $27,000 from her fans to produce, to record in her last album.
Which artist?
Marina V.
Wow.
And then we had an artist out of Bozeman, Montana, create a deal do a sponsorship deal for 6 figures with Jim Beam, because they were able to demonstrate to Jim Beam that their influence within that community was so powerful that Jim Beam said, I need to be there. You need to make your brand, your asset, your value as an artist so compelling that you become marketable on a variety of different fronts, driving new revenue streams that historically have been inaccessible to anybody other than the supergroups.
You were talking in the break about what is success and what should be the definition of success. Do you want to elaborate on that for our indie musicians out there?
You know, as I get older, I recognize that the things I thought I thought the definition of success when I was younger is something very different than what I think now. And I think a lot of musicians measure themselves by record sales or by number of fans. And maybe this sounds very, I don't know, emotional or very trite, but I think you need to measure yourself by how happy you are and what you do. And if that means financial success, great. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. The teacher who teaches that makes $18,000 or $22,000 a year is a lot happier than a lot of people I know that make $500,000 a year. And I think the musician needs to keep that in mind and not measure themselves against the financial success of their peers, and measure themselves of how they feel they're doing in their business, how they feel they're doing with their craft, even if they make nothing.
So with Reverbnation, are there any cool developments coming up in the next year?
We call this the year of opportunity. So every year we sort of think about what it is that we want to do for that year. So the first year was, how do we create something of value for the artists? Nobody knows who we are, and how do we get people interested in it? So we created a bunch of capabilities, a bunch of tools that you guys use. The next year was to make our products better, to make really great, like the most amazing one. This year, because we have 600,000 artists, we are going out and we're creating licensing deals and branding deals that the artists can participate in and get paid for.
So I have a question. Reverbnation, I mean, have you ever thought of doing like live events?
Yes.
Some sort of Reverbnation concert series or some sort of, that'd be so cool, like Reverbnation showcase, city by city, you know? Oh, am I like beating you to the punch?
No. Can't say anything about it right now, but
okay,
we're working. We do too. We are very interested in looking at that. So I got my sign off, ready?
Okay. What's your sign off, Mike?
So Jennifer invited me to do the inaugural interview, and I am extremely flattered. So I will say this to you guys. I don't have all the answers. I really don't. I really, really value what I do and I love what I do. And I know you guys do too, so just keep doing it. Do it every day.